Are you a new player looking to clear any content that is currently in the game? Or maybe you're a solo or a team player looking to absolutely carry in every way possible. No matter what kind of player you are, this disgustingly broken PvE Void Hunter build will solo carry you throughout any content in the game. Hey, what is up guys? Blue here, and today we are looking at my personal favorite build in the game, especially for solo players. The key word for this build is survivability, survivability, survivability. Most builds since Arc 3.0 seem to be based around damage or nade spam, but especially for a solo player or a new player, it really doesn't matter how much DPS you have if you aren't alive to actually use it. That's why with this build, I decided to focus around the insanely OP invisibility that you get with the Void Hunter subclass. Jumping straight into the build, we're going to be going with the Mobius Quiver. I think that this super is really underrated. I think it's one of the best DPS you can get in the game, and that's really good for solo play, but it also increases the damage for all of your teammates when you use the ultimate on bosses with your team. As far as the class ability goes, you've definitely got to go Marksman Dodge, mainly because of the lower cooldown, but the extra reload gives you more survivability anyway, so it's just the best hands down class ability to go. The jump's personal preference, and the grenade is also personal preference, but I prefer scatter grenade just because I feel like it's a little better with ad clearing. As for the aspects, we have to go Trapper's Ambush. The ability to make your teammates go invisible is awesome, but the main thing is Quick Fall. It allows you to use your melee and slam down on the ground. It makes your invisibility 2 seconds longer, so if you're really worried about surviving and not having enough time to heal back going invis, you can use the Quick Fall ability to slam down and heal all the way. Vanishing Step is the bread and butter for any type of Void build, but dodging makes you go invisible, and since we're going with an invisibility build, this is kind of crucial. The fragments, the only one that really matters is Echo of Obscurity. Finisher Final Blows grant invisibility. This will go hand in hand with some of the mods that we've chosen, and it will make it absolutely broken. The other fragments that I'm going with are Echo of Dilation, which is just for the mobility and intellect. I don't really care about the crouch speed. And Echo of Leeching, which is for the 10 resil. The melee Final Blow start health regeneration is kind of nice, but I don't really melee that often with this build, so I'm mainly going it for the 10 resil. For the main exotic for this build, we're going to be going the 6th Coyote. This gives you a second dodge charge, and remember, with Void, you become invisible whenever you dodge. So having this extra dodge is just absolutely insane. You get a double invis whenever you want, and this stacks up, and you can have one just saved up, ready to go after you use your first one. As far as primaries go, the Monte Carlo is probably your best bet. I've been using Outbreak Perfected for a little bit more ad clear, but Monte Carlo, hands down, is the best if you really want to dive deep into the identity of this build. Essentially, what Monte Carlo does is weapon damage reduces melee ability cooldown. So remember, our melee, it's our smoke bomb. It makes us go invisible. And with the other fragment, we can slam down and do the dive that makes our invis 10 seconds long instead of 8. So having our melee is really nice for that extra bit of invisibility, and paired with the 6 Coyote is just absolutely broken. Should never be a point in time where you can't go invisible with these two exotics on. For the mods, the main mods that we're going to be running are Stacks on Stacks for the helmet and Void Siphon. The Void Siphon is key, that's why we're running the Unforgiven as our secondary. Rapid Void Weapon Final Blows create Orbs of Power. Awesome, really needed. For our arms, we're going to be running Taking Charge, which this gives us the Charge to Light ability by picking up those orbs. So getting all of those Unforgiven kills are super nice with taking this one. It'll get you charged with light. And for the chest plate, we are running High Energy Fire, which gives us more damage when we're charged with light. And we can go any defense that you like. I'm going Thermo Shock Plating currently. And for the legs, we're going Empowered Finish, which this will make you charge with light by doing finishers. This goes hand in hand with the other fragment we're running that makes you go invisible whenever you finish someone. So the idea behind this is that you go invis, look for someone to finish, you finish them, and then you stay invis. This is what I do when I'm looking to heal. It's very nice. For the cloak, this is kind of the final part of the survivability. It's Protective Light. While charged with light, you gain significant damage resistance against combatants when your shields are destroyed. This effect, of course, consumes all stacks of charged light, so getting charged light as much as possible, especially by finishing, will keep you healthy. It is very nice to be able to have this and become a little extra resistant to damage whenever your shield breaks. All of these mods and this whole build goes hand in hand for never being able to be visible unless you want to be visible. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up for this build guide. I wanted to make this build a lot more accessible for new players. Granted, I'm a relatively new player myself, and I kind of ran into this build on accident. I was really having issues with survivability with some of the later game content, and I ran into the 6th Coyote, and I was like, wow, this actually solves like most of my problems, because I was already running Void Hunter as it was. But I also think that this build can last really up to late game. I am still currently using this build, and I've cleared pretty much anything in the game so far, pretty much just using this. I've made some changes to it, of course, and this is the final product of it. I think it's a really cool build, and I think it's really accessible for any kind of player. Alrighty guys, let me know what you think of the build in the comments below. Do you plan on trying it? Do you not plan on trying it? What do you think? And I think that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for the support for last video. This is only my second Destiny 2 video, and I've been loving the support. So if you enjoy the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate all the support from my last video as well. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys.